Jimmy C. What's up, buddy? Got my second win. Came back to the shop. A little bit more stuff for about an hour or so and start again tomorrow. You need to come and help me, man. Get done quick. Man. Lord have mercy. You been doing all right? Eileen, good evening. Good to see you. How are you today? You ever take a break? I took a break. I ate dinner. I watched a little bit of Mountain Bushcrafters. Well, I watched the whole thing. I have a big TV right here, and I put the chat up on my laptop so I can respond and catch all the trolls. But no, I don't take too many breaks to answer your question. I have too much to do. If I keep taking breaks, I won't get nothing done. JJ, my brother, isn't it past your bedtime? Sleep is overrated. Ooh, you got that right. You know, I went to bed last night early, about 11 o'clock, and I got up at about 1:30, 2 o'clock. Felt like total crap, so I didn't get much sleep. Then I overslept. I didn't get up till like 11 o'clock this morning. So I came down here. I did a 3-hour stream. Went and got some lunch. I came back down here. Got to make up for lost time. I'm the guy that's up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Start. No, if I don't work, I don't make no money. The problem is, I do all this stuff by myself. Because you can't find anybody that wants to work. And you can't find nobody to understand what you want them to do. Snobby Scrapper, how are you, buddy? 3:17 a.m. here. Man, you need to go to bed. Dream about copper instead of thinking about it. You can think about it when you get up in the morning. It is 10:19 p.m. here. There's days I come down here and I work till, like Houston, down here till 3, 4 in the morning. I go to bed and get up at 7, 7:30 and come back and do it again. But yeah, I do it all myself. I had a couple of guys helping me, but when you have to go over their work, it's like double work. So you got to do that. Why bother having somebody help you? Don't make sense. Oh, that ain't no excuse, Jimmy. That ain't no excuse. You need to come up with a better excuse than that. It's a bit of a drive. Huh. That's a cop out. I'd only have nightmares about copper. I'm tired of kicking stuff around down here. You'd have fun, Jimmy. Play with all these bitty teeny weeny screws. That'll aggravate you. Oh my goodness. I found this little bucket with some PCI cards in it. So I'm going to pop the fans out of them. The screws are so darn little. It must be cold here because my furnace kicked on. It must be cold outside. So those fans, I'll just cut the wire off. That's extruded aluminum. Then these boards here, I'll just take off these chips right here. My refiner is actually blowing up my phone. Says he's running out of work to do. So I might have to send him a couple boxes of chips this week to do for me. Keep him busy, keep him happy. But I got a busy week coming up. I got, I think, 4 pickups to do. I have I gotta go clean all the plastic up in my yard because the wind blew it everywhere over the weekend. I gotta clean up that mess. Wednesday, I'm supposed to be going to Ohio to get rid of all these motherboards and all these other boards I got. So I'm trying to condense some of my buckets and stuff, which is what these bags here are. Putting a lot of stuff in bags. These are all just plugs that have brass ends in them. So I got like 3 bags of those. On my memory, I'm probably going to bag that up, take that. This takes up less space than, 5-gallon buckets and totes and stuff. So whatever I can bag up or even box up, I have hundreds of shipping boxes back there. Just to condense the stuff. So the problem is I have a 2018 or 2017 F-150, but it's got the 6-foot box on it. It's deep, but I can never take everything with me. I always run out of room. It has a crew cab on the back, so I can put a lot of stuff back there. But I have a whole mountain there of power supplies that have to go because I didn't take them last time. So that's probably going to be half of the truck bed. And then I have a ton of boards and buckets and stuff. And I don't know. I like to take it all and get rid of them. I'm tired of storing it up. Get rid of it. And I got more coming, so I really need the room. I do have a trailer that I use, but I don't really want to drag it all the way to Ohio. So if I did get a trailer, I probably just gonna go get a U-Haul trailer. They're pretty cheap to rent, but I always I don't know, cost efficient maybe. I always try to do things without having trailers or trucks. Or my first big load that I took to Ohio, I actually rented one of them small U-Haul trucks with the mom's attic up on top, and my pickup was totally full, and I barely made it to take all the stuff in. My truck's not bad. It's got like a 32-gallon tank. And it gets about, I don't know, 28 to the gallon on a highway. And going there, it's all highway. It's all highway. I have that's a 3.5-hour drive one way. There's another place 2 hours from me. It's one highway there. But the problem is he pays a little bit more for some of the stuff than Ohio does. But he's more picky on stuff. So I kind of, figured it all out. And I'm actually better off doing the Ohio run. Because I can take stuff off the boards and Ohio don't care, to where the other guy, if I take certain stuff off the boards, he'll devalue the boards. So even though he's paying more, I'm not going to make as much. Because there's chips on these boards that I can sell for $50 a pound. Even these little chips right here, these are surface mount BGAs. I can sell them for $16 a pound. So, but I can take them off, and Ohio don't care. Or the other places, I don't know. Too picky. Cash for Computer scrap. I got in a little tiff with them because they kind of screwed me. And they really screwed me. They lied to me is what they did. Because I actually went down there and I talked to Mario, who's a nice guy. But yeah, their weights were like way off of what I have. Now I have brand new scales. Yeah. And his scale was like way off of what mine was. And he kind of got a little crappy with me. And I told him, I said, I deal with board sort and I have no issues at all. I can weigh up all the stuff I take to board sort. If you on Board Sort's website, they actually have a scale. Well, it's not a scale. You weigh up your stuff and you put it into their weigh thing. Oh, that's a metal one. And it'll tell you how much you have price-wise. It'll give you the total weight. And then you put in the next item, and it'll add the two items together so you know exactly what you have. And every time I go down there, and I print it out, and every time I go down there, it's usually right on the money. To where, the other place, it was, all said and done with the whole load, it was like 20 pounds difference. And they were telling me I was wrong. So I said, I don't need your business. I can take it elsewhere. But Board Sort treats me real good. I've been dealing with them for years. Since I started doing this, actually. So, 3 years. But, that's the scale on Board Sort site. But my scale, I can even put it on my scale, and it'll give me the pounds. It'll give me the pounds. I can put in how much it is. Like, these boards are like $1.35 a pound. So I can put all these boards on my scale. It'll give me the total weight, and then I can push in $1.35 per pound, and it'll give me the exact total of what I should get for these. And it's always, like I said, almost always on the money with Board Sort. So, and I could take like the gold corner BGAs off of them. I can take the crystal oscillators off. I take the tantalums off. So, they don't say nothing to me. Oh, wow. Huh. I found a gold mine. Look at that. All these boards are gold plated in the bottom of this bucket. I say I have so much stuff, I don't even know what I have. Check that out. Well, that makes this bucket easy. This goes in my gold plated stuff. Oh. Mountain Bushcrafters, thought you went to bed. Brown dog in here? There he is. There he is. He's looking for that gold. I just found a bucket of gold. Since Brown dog or NBA is letting everybody know where the gold's at now. Let's see, where's Chris at? Moose and the others got hooked on Board Sort a long time ago. Yeah, Moose is like way off. They have to ship their stuff. I paid back when I bought that scale last year, I paid $35. 30 or 35. But yeah, I mean it works well. But like I could sell this board to board sort just like this. And what I would take off of it, just to give you an idea, I would take these two crystal oscillators off. They have silver in them. So I'm hoping when silver jumps back up in price, people start refining them. But these are just a habit I take off. I could take this flat pack right here off. It's just a socket. So what I would do with this one here is I would just take this and I throw this in my bin to throw to my refiner, and he'll refine that for me. There's another crystal. So I could technically take that piece of aluminum off of there, and I could still sell this for the same price. But what I think I want to do with these, because my refiner is bugging me now, I'm going to go through all my boards and I want to pull off all these flat packs, because they got a lot of weight to them and they have a lot of gold bonding wires in them. And actually the thinner ones have more in them. So, and then even these here, these BGAs here, they have a lot of gold. Yeah, you should be able to see the gold in it. They come off pretty easy. I just use a little. I don't know what them mountain people call this tool here, but here in the city we call this a 5-in-1. I don't know what they call it, but yeah, it's kind of hard to see. But inside of this is all gold, so it's hard to see it because my gloves are black. Where are you located, Chris? I don't remember. I got a really good guy, young kid. Oh Lord, I gotta call the window licker now. Second stream, you're the window licker now, Sharon. Vermont. Yeah, there's a guy. He's in St. Louis, Missouri. He does all of my refining, all my chips, and he even buys, chips. So if you're ever interested, go to my about page and shoot me a email, and I'll give you his info. But I think he charges 25%. So if you make $100, he takes 25. You get 75. And a lot of people say that's a lot, but it's really not, because he's using his time, he's using his chemicals and whatever else he has to use, to refine the stuff. So it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal at all. He charges me 20%, but when I send him stuff, I'll send him, 100 pounds of, one type of chip and 20 pounds of another type of chip, and then I sell him all my ceramic CPUs. He loves those things, so I end up selling him all those too. But he's a real guy. He's extremely trustworthy. That's too close. I know. I'm gonna take a road trip out there, and you're gonna get a knock on your door. I know it's your house because you'll be over there licking on the window. So I know it'll be you. Me and MBA is gonna come and visit you. I'm gonna run down. MBA is only 8 hours from me, so I'm gonna run down, pick him up. Then we're gonna head over there and go to Shannon's, and you better have some coffee, and some food. We're gonna need some food. We're gonna be hungry. Shannon Naylor, the love of my life. How are you, Shannon? I was watching MBA's Sad Song Sundays, and I was nice and relaxed, and then all of a sudden, I get a second wind at 10:30 at night. So now I'm back down here in the shop, putzing around, but I ain't tired. That's all MBA's fault. Now we ain't gonna feed you. Damn. We're visitors. What's wrong with you, Shannon? And you're gonna have to move the bus so we have somewhere to park. Yeah. I won't be parking out in the street. Park that bus out in the street. I need to move these bags. Oh, jeez. Shannon, come move these bags. And no, I'm not going to carry one at a time. Taking all three. All three. Watch my balls drop. Park it down the street, down the river. Yeah, park the bus down the river with you in it. My truck ain't getting parked by the river. Those 3 bags were 31 pounds. 31 pounds. That's how I'm condensing all that stuff. Man, I got too much trash down here. Too much trash. You hear that, NBA? Park it by the river. My truck don't go by the river. I'm selling that just like that. Not even gonna mess with it. So, all my little fans here. Shannon, Naylor, you need these fans for your drone? I got a bunch of them. I need an empty bucket. There. Got visitors. Mess hall, man, I ain't seen you in a long time. Where you been, man? Everything was all right with you. Probably been about an hour. That's a long time. Uh-oh, I broke it. Toasted that one. Used the wrong tool. Yeah, that's good. Ba-ding! Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. Uh-oh. Almost had an avalanche. Maybe I did have an avalanche. That's a lot of money sitting there because these are this is a DirecTV box. So these are all company modem when you don't return them, which is like $250 here. And I got piles of them. So there's a lot of people. DirecTV. No card in it though. And there's a lot of people can't get cable because they didn't return their stuff. This is just a DVD player. Supreme Kim Ani? Did I say that right? Welcome. Welcome, Triple J's family. Good to see you. I don't know if I missed anybody here. Let me scroll up. Yeah, it looks like I'm covered. That's all I need you to keep Simply Shannon in line. I would appreciate that. Let's see what my phone is. My refiner. One second, guys. You know how the Missouri people are. So. Brown dog, isn't it like morning over there? Your butt should be in bed too. I don't want you falling asleep. Do you ever get a small cogs and gears, metal or plastic? Actually, I do at times. Do you need them? I'll save them for you. I just threw a bunch of them away. What did I take apart? I took something apart and there's nothing but plastic gears in it. But if I get any more, I will definitely set them on the side. If you need, you can have them. Because I just throw that stuff away. Oh, I wonder. Little screws in here. Any kind of weird stuff like that, Shannon, let me know. Because I take a variety of stuff apart. I come across a lot of weird stuff. You ain't got to pay for them. You can have them. Like I said, I just throw them away. So I would rather somebody use them than have to throw them in a landfill because I can't recycle the plastics. So next time I get a bunch of them, I will take a picture of it, send it to you, or I'll live stream it, and you can have them. Yeah, that'll wake everybody up. That'll wake everybody up. Oh, Lord. Different screw for everything. Oh, okay, Shannon. That's cool. He had to come to my house and Dad said, I'm okay. Monday. That's so funny how you're in the future like that. It's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Australia, in Brown Dog Town. I'm gonna take this little board out. It's got some goodies. Oh yeah, and I have to get a load of metal and stuff out to my scrapyard because they're closing up on Friday for about 2 weeks because they're tearing down part of their building to make the yard bigger. So I'm gonna have a lot of stuff piled up here for 2 weeks. So I'm gonna get rid of some of that stuff. Hoping to get a couple decent days this week so I can do some outside work. Ah. I don't need no tools. Just rip it. Just rip it. Put my wire in the bucket. Put this wire in the other bucket. Oh, look, they made a CD of me. Look what it's called. The Boss. That's right. Read it, people. They know what's going on. They know. What is this one? ABET DVD tuner. I have shelves of these. All makes and models. Probably build a satellite. Up on the side. Really? Only one screw to screw you over. That's right, Shannon. Simply Shannon's the boss. I'm the boss. Get it right. Tell your friends. I'm gonna bend over one day and stay down there. Stuck. I feel like I'm 110 years old. See, brown dog knows. He knows. All right, where's the other screw at? Told you every time. One screw. One screw to screw you up. Dang. At least doing this work, you can screw around all day and not get yelled at. Let's see. Uh-oh. Dang. Trash that one. Can't believe my furnace is turning on. Must be cold out. I don't put my furnace any higher than 65. Trev, one time. How's it going? Good to see you. nothing but screws. All right. It's funny, I've had like 5 people today ask me if I ever take a break. I do when I go to sleep. Hostel, part 3. Anybody? What's part 1 and 2? You like those gloves, Brown Dog? I bought 20 pair of these, $1 a pair. I bought them at Home Depot. Ken Sturgis, try to refresh because it's good on my end. I'm not buffering at all. The Real K, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, Brown Dog, that's the thing with this stuff. Man, there's just so many screws. Like I see, these are just this is just a cheap DVD player, but probably costs more in screws than anything else in the whole other system here. Oh, sometimes those are gold, that one's not. Very much to these, that's for sure. I know there's got to be more than one screw in here. Yeah, I'm thinking about going back to Home Depot and get some more. These are like the that real stretchy cloth, and then this side here is like a rubber coating. But they last quite a while. But you can actually, like, as little as the stuff is in this jar, I could go in here and pick up the smallest piece with no problem. So they really grip on stuff. They're really easy to work with. Because I have a bunch of these things. I have like 20 pair of these. They're just a cloth. But the problem with working with these, with the circuit boards, is they hold on to it, they grab, which is, so I don't have my hoodie on. That brown hoodie I wear with all the holes in it, that's from holding the circuit boards against it and doing stuff. It tears the hell out of them. So these are good for picking up like dog crap and leaves and stuff like that. So I don't really use gloves when I pick up the dog crap. 3 or 4 cuts on fingers now just because of glass. Yeah, these like I say, these will start wearing out. I've been wearing these for a couple weeks now, but they're finally starting to rip, and like in the creases here, that rubber will start peeling. Okay, but I mean, as long as they're protecting my hands. I think it was maybe last weekend or the weekend before I did a stream, and my hands looked like chopped hamburger. All my knuckles were busted up here. This hand was gouged out, but my own fault because my gloves are right over there. Just too lazy to go over there and get a pair. Knocking stuff down. And I'm the only one that does this stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know if you guys got Home Depot over there, but that's what they are. Firm grip. Nitro coated, whatever nitro coated is. I don't know. But yeah, 10 pair in there. And they're nice and shiny and pretty when they're new. My next project is going to be maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna move this camera. You guys are gonna get dizzy for a minute. See this? That mouse has hit the ground. You see this table right here? I need to clean this off. This keyboard goes to my laptop. I got tools and boxes and God only knows. Golf tees. You know what I use golf tees for? Little trick. When I used to work on houses, I used to work for a property investor. He had a bunch of rentals. So tenants don't care, they tear up your house. And we always had to go rehang doors on the walls. Well, there wouldn't be any wood there to hold a screw in, so we would take these here and pound them into the hole, and then take your screw in the hinge, screw it in there. You break this off, then this piece here would fill in the hole, and it would grip the screw, and it would stay on the for at least another week. So, but I complained about that job, and I said, man, I can never do this. I have 5 rentals, so I didn't really live up to my own words, did I? I had 10, but I sold 5. Oh, this got the safety. These have safety screws on them. I got something for that. Just gotta find them. Right here. They're called securities. What they are is they're a Torx bit, but they have that hole in the middle, and inside there's a little point that sticks up, so you can't tamper with the box. But I got to use. Just gotta find the right one to fit it. I bought this set for $8, and it's pretty much every size. I use it on my hard drives. I use it on everything. Can't get by me. Here we go. That's the one. Yeah. Hey, you're child-proof. It's just security-proof, so you don't go in there and mess with the box. But they just come right up. They just don't. You can buy the security kit, so it's kind of dumb for them to even do that. You can go online and buy the bits. I think you go in Home Depot. I think they have security bit sets now. Lowe's, any of them. All right, now I gotta take these. Yeah, that's a better board there. That chip right there I sell for $50 a pound. That's why I like these cable boxes. Sometimes you get 2 and 3 on a board. My daughter asked me yesterday, "Like, you ever gonna quit doing this?" I told her, yes, I will. When I'm dead. And then I say, it's your inheritance. Mighty Scrapper. Man, it's late for you, isn't it? No, it's only 11 o'clock. Cruiser Mac, good to see you, buddy. Well, as long as you're being busy there, Mighty Scrapper. I know the feeling. When I started years and years ago, security screws were a nightmare. Yeah, I could imagine. I guess I got started on this in the right time. I just went online, ordered them, and now I have 1 million sets of them. Oh. But like I said, I don't see really what the purpose of them are. These are the boards that I have thousands of. Low grade boards. Just have to figure out if I want to sell them like that or strip them. I got tons of these. This big, that big, that big. But they're 14 cents a pound, like that. But I can take this here off, which is a copper spool, and I can take this off, which is a copper motor, and still sell for 14 cents a pound. So sometimes I just get frustrated, and because I have so many of them. I mean, I could sell these for, well, these here I sell as copper, electric motors. And they don't pay now. I think they're like 12 cents a pound now. But yeah, I could take like this one, another stupid one I just had. Did I do 2 of these? I don't know. But I could throw these in a box and sell them like that for 14 cents a pound. But these here are these are so easy to get the copper out of. This is called a ferrite. This metal that's around it, it just crumbles and you put pressure on it. So all you do is just pop that off of there. Just grab it, snap it, just twist it, and it'll break off. And then just take it out of the center. And then there's 2 little points. You can get them. But anyway, take off my handy dandy glove. And then what you do, you just take a screwdriver, stick it in there, yeah, and just pull it. And all that copper comes right off of there. So I have a 5-gallon bucket of this kind of motors, these kind of motors. And when it gets slow, I should have said when it was getting slow, I used to just sit and pull all the copper out of these. I don't know, it's right here, but it's kind of hard to get to. But that's the gist of that. Now I want to get that off here to show you. Get it? Come on, you little rat. There you go. All done. So that's just garbage. Coil it up in your hand. And you got a nice little ball of number 2 copper. Like quick. Mrs. Redneck Connection, good to see you. Northern Ohio Railroad, thanks for dropping by. I gotta pick up my mouse here because my arrow is right in the way. I dropped it on the floor. About the 3rd time today too. All right, there we go. Ace Black Widow, good to see you. Thank you. Nancy Jones, Spirit of Colorado, thanks for coming in. 2448 Toy Man, good to see you. Candy's World, showing love from our channel to yours. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Northern Ohio Railroad. Biddy Boom Brown. That's a cool name. Anthony Redneck Cantor. Awesome. Glad to see all you folks. I greatly appreciate it. If you don't have anybody that's in here, show them some love. Hit them up. Watch the video. Hit the like. Comment. Subscribe. All that fun stuff. Ring that bell. They're all good people in here. Kenwood Griffin Jr., 2nd channel. Welcome. Good to see you. Much appreciated. Honey Great Gamer, how are you today? Good to see you. Appreciate you stopping in. Usually people don't want to stay in my stream too long until I put them to work. E-Cycle Nation, it's past your bedtime, buddy. What are you doing? I'm glad to see you again today. saw you this morning, and I'm seeing you now. Sister Donna Cantor, the other love of my life. Good to see you. Welcome. Much appreciated. Oh. All right. I had to get the persuade out. E-cycle, I've been going all day, buddy. I'm still going. And I'm only doing this E-cycle because Joe told me to get to work. So I didn't forget. I don't want to get yelled at by Joe. Ask me what time I can quit. Sister Donna, I am doing awesome. Now that you're all in here, just working away. This here makes my job fun. Did I miss anybody here? Let's see. Simply Shannon. This is a little hammer. I got bigger ones. That's my little persuader. Surprised I ain't scrapped it because it's got an aluminum head on it. But I have a brass one that's about the same size as this. But they do come in handy. They do come in handy. You put my glove back on. Mess up my manicure. Mess up my manicure. This is a Comcast box, and I hate Comcast. Despise Comcast. So it'll be an honor to destroy their property. That's for sure. Any other screws? No. And let's see how this comes apart. Plastic. Thank you, Sister Donna. You have an awesome night yourself. Thanks for visiting. Really, really appreciate it. You're right about that, E-cycle. It's definitely not the size of the hammer. Okay. I think these have little screws in the side somewhere. Yep, right on top. I have so many of these to do. I don't mind doing these. I really don't like doing video game consoles. I got 2 shelves full of them back there. They have good stuff in them, but one fell out. 2 fell out. All right, any more? Damn those itches. Stupid mustache. Woo! Itchy nose. Shannon, Simply Shannon. Come scratch my nose. Come scratch my nose, Shannon. Please. Please, please, please. Mustache is bothering me. My beard's bothering me. Hair is bothering me. Oh, God. A screw under here or something? Something's holding up. Under the sticker. I bet you. Sure enough. I say these screws hide everywhere. All right, brown dog, going for a walk. Whew. Brown dog, thanks, buddy. You have a good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your day in the land down under, where it's probably 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the afternoon. Well, you know what I did, E-Waste, was I did a stream this morning, and then I worked a few hours after that. Then I took a little lunch break, and then I went and terrorized my granddaughter for a little bit. And then I came back. Then I came back and came back down here for a little bit, and then I went on and watched one of my YouTube brothers, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance. He does a sad song Sunday. He plays the guitar and sings some country, and so every Sunday that's kind of like a ritual. And then he got my second wind going, so I came back down here and I said, well, so I'll throw the stream up. If anybody shows, they show. If not, I'll talk to myself, which I do a lot of. Look at that board and that thing. Even though it's kind of crap, but got some goodies on it. I even pulled them little metal stuff out the plastic. It all adds up. It's the name of the game is scrap. It all adds up. Crazy girl, good to see you. Welcome. But I knew my day off e-cycle wasn't gonna last. I really need to find some place to get rid of this ABS plastic. I really, really do. It kills me to put it in the landfill, but I've even as much as went to the city offices and talked to people and we'll look into it, but you know they ain't gonna look into it. They don't care. All they want is your taxes. Pay your taxes and shut up. Kind of sad. You're in the recycling business and you still have to throw stuff in the landfill. Flip chip. E-cycle, you do anything with these flip chips or no? Not worth it? I don't think they're worth it. I don't really mess with them. Alright. We got a piece of extruded. And this was in the bucket. Thumb this up. I like that. Thumb this up. I appreciate the thumb this up. I like that saying. Yeah, not too many people. There are guys I see that do, but there's just not enough on them. I don't even like doing the bottoms on the gold corners chips. I mean, there's gold on them, but I think it's kind of hard to get it off. You have to soak it forever. They don't get enough of what at the recycling centers? Plastic? Believe me, I can fill up the recycling center. I did find a place that would take it. It was, I think, in Toledo, Ohio. But you had to have a semi-trailer full for them to take it. So I don't think my city would be too happy with a semi-trailer sitting in my driveway for months. Yeah. I mean, right now, well, I mean, everything is plastic. Everything has got plastic on it. So right now I have like almost 500 flat screens. You know, I can get rid of I'll show you. I can take this flat screen, my scrapyard, I can leave the screen on it and they'll take it to shred. You know, because the back of it's all metal. But what I used to do before I realized they would take it, the whole thing, is I would take this plastic off, take this screen off, and then there's like another 1 or 2 layers of another plastic sheet in there. And, you know, I had tons of this stuff, but they'll take it like this now, so it's save time, and I can get rid of some of the plastic that way. And even like this one here, see, this is just it's just plastic, and then inside there's like a sheet of plastic. Oh, let's see, there's like a real thin plastic there, and there's another sheet of that there, and then you have the black screen, and then behind that you have a thicker piece of plastic, this piece here, and then you have the inside where your lights and stuff are. And I just got my finger stuck in there. But this whole thing is pretty much plastic. This is even plastic. So the only metal on this is this bracket, and there's a little bit of metal inside, but they'll still take this and shred. So that means I get rid of this whole pile of plastic, which is good. And Earl has returned. So yeah, I can get rid of some of the plastic in the to the scrapyard, but like I was doing keyboards earlier today, just taking the silver, the Mylars out, but the rest of this is all plastic. So nobody wants this here plastic because it's ABS plastic. So, you know, it ends up in a landfill. You gonna help me, or what are you gonna do here? You figure it out. What are you gonna do? All right, jump down. Come on, get down. Go. Oh, you made your appearance. You know, I think I'll just work till about 2 or 3 in the morning, like I usually do. But tell her I appreciate her. You know, it's, at least she kind of looked out for me. 5,000 pounds of plastic? Wow, that's 2.5 tons. That's what I say. It's just, it's a joke. It's a joke. Actually, it's no joke. You know, they push recycle, but when it comes down to it, and now my city just did, in some of my videos, you'll see the new trash bins we have. Oh wow, that's a metal. Huh. Cool. So, yeah, the keyboards, like I said, I had hundreds of them, and I sat here one day, I took like 200 of them apart. But I have, you know, people that dabble in the silver, and so I don't do the silver, but you know, I offered to people, and you know, if they want it, they can have it. You know, it's free. I'll ship it to you, no charge. Because you know, it has a silver on it, so you know, if you can recycle something out of it, that's cool. But if not, you know, EXOXO. Why am I still working? Because I'm stupid. I don't have a life. So I can either sit upstairs and talk to myself, or come down here and talk to a bunch of people. I actually got my first raid. Well, that was pretty awesome. So I'm only going to work another 2 hours maybe. Like I said, I wasn't feeling good most of the night last night, so I didn't get much sleep. But I was kind of tired. But then I watched NBA and caught my second win. I came back here and started working. Getting into bed, it's only 10:20 down there. The night is young. The night is young. All right, what am I missing on here? Cement floor. Got it. Got it, got it. Why are you in bed so early, Nikki? Did you get all your filming and editing done this weekend? Oh, this has the gold plated for the Wi-Fi. So I'm just gonna take all these boards out and clean them up later. Oh, I ran out of boards. Hey, this little dude. Oh, this is just a switch box. 4 videos, edited 3. What about the? Why didn't you do the 4th one? Why? Why didn't you do it? You're not dedicated. Oh yeah, I use it. I don't use a cement floor too much. Usually I just use this, but it's probably pretty loud. So the only thing I want off of this is that crystal and that chip there and this motor thing. And that chip there. These has gold pins in it, but maybe I'll box all these up and send them down to E-Cycle Nation. Let them have at it. NBA got in the way. Don't be blaming NBA. Don't be blaming NBA. Simply Shannon, she's everywhere. Simply Shannon probably has about 10 computers and just runs from each computer making comments, dropping links. Do you see some of them trolls that came in NBAs in the beginning there? Nasty fuckers. I've never seen trolls in his stream. Tonight was the first time I've seen them. What are you eating, Shannon? I'm hungry. Hey, you know what my neighbor gave me? Which I don't know why, I'll never use it. He came over, he said, here, you want this? It was a $300 air fryer. He said, we bought it, we don't like it. I said, take it back. $300 air fryer. Maybe you're trying to tell me I'm a fat slob and I need to eat better. I don't know. Wow, this got a lot of stuff on it. Cool. Clean that out tomorrow. I don't even know how to use an air fryer. Simply Shannon is an alien. She looks like an alien with them glasses and that hair. I bet she still ain't done nothing with that hair. Shannon, when are you going to stream again? You need to check your house. It troubles me at night. Got a busy week, Mickey. I don't know how much I'll be talking to you. I got, depending on what I get done here, I got like 3 loads to pick up tomorrow. Tuesday I have 2 or 3 loads. Wednesday I'm going to Ohio. Hopefully. Been trying for 3 weeks. Then Thursday and Friday I'll be hopefully able to stay here and get some more stuff done. Alright, come on. Come apart. You know you wanna. There you go. Wrong bit. All right. The night is young, let the party start. There you have it. Shannon must be up on top of her kitchen counter, getting a beverage of her choice. Sunday night. Ain't the weekend no more. Can't party on Sunday night. Guess you could. But if you have to go to work in the morning, you'll be screwed over. I'm start calling Mickey Mama Mickey. Always yelling at me. Always yelling at me. I don't get it, Chris. Women treat you bad. If you cut the tape, the warranty is voided. Oh no. But yeah, Chris, if you ever get cable boxes, you got a lot of goodies in them. Even these yellow things right here are tantalums. $20.50 a pound. Got a crystal. I don't think that's an EEPROM chip. It's just an IC chip. Yeah, it's just a ceramic IC. But pull that off. Pull the tantalums off. And then this is a huge, huge flat pack. This bad boy is. Right, look how big that thing is. So that goes in my refiner. So I used to take those real small chips off of there, but they're kind of a pain in the butt. My refiner will do them, but they're just a pain in the butt. I'm glad when tomorrow comes, I gotta go out and I gotta get all this scrap metal out of my way. And throw it in my trailer. I got a bunch of it over here. I've got another one of these little copper deals on it. But yeah, if you ever see these, Chris, pop these off, get that copper out of there. It adds up pretty quick. Just pull that center out. Plus it breaks. There we go. Just rip it out. These are fun to do if you're just like watching a movie or something at night and you don't want to be tearing stuff down. I went to Ohio one time. I loaded up my truck, and I hate driving. I hate traveling, so I always let my buddy drive. I took a box of these with me, and I had I think it was like an 8-pound copper ball by the time I got back home. I took them all apart. That's how quick they added up. Oh, that's a cool job there, Chris. Man. When I used to do the real estate company, or the property company that had the rentals, I have actually about 5 or 6 friends that are real estate agents. And back in the day, the one guy, he was a young guy starting out, but he really knew his stuff on real estate. And he would buy these houses from people. Oh, it's got a lot of gold plating in it. And the one house was an elderly couple. The husband had died, I think, 5 years before the wife died. So the kids wanted to sell the house. They pretty much just rummaged through it, took what they wanted, and left everything else. So my buddy called me. He's like, I got a mess on my hands. So I met him over there. I said, what do you need done? So he's like, I need the house completely emptied and the garage. He said, I don't want nothing out of here. So I looked around and I told him, I said, $2,000, I'll clean it all out. Top to bottom, and the garage. So I charged him the $2,000, and when it was all said and done, I ended up with almost $10,000 because I found $3,500 in cash. If you ever clean out houses, always look in pockets. And then the guy was a semi-truck mechanic, so he had like boxes of like engine pistons, which are all clean aluminum. Man, those are nice. And tools, and just there was guns that we found, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we sold all that stuff. So, and then a couple weeks later, he hit me up on another one, pretty much the same deal. It was one big mess. Oh yeah, yeah. We used to do it. We used to do it. I used to love doing it because you never knew what you'd find. That's why I'd always low bid it because when you go through the houses and look when you're bidding on a job, you see stuff that the other guy don't see because he's looking at one thing and you're looking at another thing. So I had no problem. No problem at all. There's no screws in here. How does this come apart, Mickey? Cement floor? Yeah, it's like taking this stuff apart like the computers. I find more change in computers and I find more stuff in DVD drives. It's just unbelievable. I don't know how this comes apart, so we're going to cement floor it. Work. Got that piece off. Woo. Knocking stuff over. Must be getting tired. Three screws in this whole box. Cool. Four screws. Snuck one in on me. Snuck one in. And then my dad used to work for a moving company. And the stuff he used to bring home. Like, Jesus. I had he moved out a elderly lady. She was going into she moved out of a house into a townhouse, I guess, something smaller. And my dad was moving all her stuff, and he was in the attic, and there was some boxes. There's 2 boxes up there, and he asked the lady, like, "Is this, are these going?" She's like, "No, those are my husband's. They can stay up there." He said, "If you want them, you can have them." So my dad said he didn't even open the box and just threw them in the back of the truck. And when he got home, they were Playboy magazines from the 50s where they just showed the topless, all wrapped up, like mint condition. And so when he died, I took them. I had them down here in this basement, and then a couple years ago, we had like a massive rainstorm in the middle of summer, and the city shut off one of their drainage deals because they didn't want to overload the city problem or the city whatever it is. So everybody's basement's backed up. So I had 21 inches of water down here, and pretty much everything that was in boxes got destroyed. So I lost all those. And my dad was a Golden Glove boxer, and I had all his newspaper clippings and all his medals and all that stuff they had won, so they all got destroyed. But yep, I had those Playboys for a long time. Oh, any more screws? Let me take it. I'll be right here. Lost my little screwdriver. Cruiser Mac is still here. Cool. Cool. All right, cement floor time. Love it. Got 4 pieces on that one. Come on, there's another one. Oh, right in the middle. One day I'm gonna do a live stream of just sitting in my chair, just yakking. No work. Can you believe that? Yeah, I've really used the cement floor tool quite a few times today. I usually don't use it, but this plastic sticks together pretty good. Now I feel like banging on stuff. Put these chips away. There. That goes over there. What about almost not that big pile back. Chris, here's another thing. Car amplifiers. These things are cast aluminum. Actually, I could probably get extruded aluminum for this one. Heavy. Work. Work. If I was smart, Mickey, I'd be like you and go to bed. I'm not that smart. I said I started late, so I'm trying to make up for screwing up my work day today. I'm gonna take today off too. All right, what we got here? This little guy fit in there? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. As long as this circuit board isn't encased in an epoxy, it's a good day. If it's encased in epoxy, it's a bad day. I'm buffering. Oh, I'm shutting it down soon. That's cool, Mickey. You've had a long weekend of working. What do you call it work? I don't know. I hope you didn't make no more of them ASMR videos. Because I can't hear what you're saying. I still got like 3 videos of yours to watch too, Mickey. I think I commented on a couple of them today. That's just metal. Took time out of my day. Yeah, so these amplifiers here, Chris, are these are nice. If you can get them to slide out of the case. But a lot of copper in them. All right, Mickey. I will talk to you tomorrow. Maybe. See how I feel. Mickey checks on me every day. Then when I don't answer, she's freaking out worrying about me. So the only trick to these, Chris, is getting them out of here. Sometimes you can. They sit on a track, but they have these little clips on the side. I don't know if you can see those. These little clips right here. See if you can get those. Sometimes they're like a pain to loosen up. There we go. Got that one. There, that one came off. What is ERR day? I don't know what ERR day is. That one flew right in the scrap bucket. Like it was trained. Yeah. So they're on both sides. They actually they cover the Moffetts and sit on the heat sinks, which is these things here. Let me finish these clips and I'll show you. Some call them Moffetts. I've heard people call them Triacs. But what they are, is these things here. They hook onto the heat sinks, but my yard will only buy these as shred steel. Nah, I ain't giving her a run yet, Alex. But Chris, what these are basically my yard I am except they're shred steel, but they're actually plastic on here, and this piece right here is nickel plated copper. So this is 6 cents a pound. If I throw this in my shred pile, I have a bucket that's like 70 pounds of these. But here's a trick to these. If you take I use my steel. I got a steel block that I use the pound stuff on. This thing's about 30 pounds. But if you take these and you put them on something and you whack them with a hammer, that easy, you knock that plastic off. So easy that way. So this goes from 6 cents a pound to $1.95 a pound. Now it's number 2 copper. That easy. But my scrapyard will not buy it with that plastic on it as even like copper breakage. And they come in all shapes and sizes, but that's how quick it is to do that. So now they're number 2 copper. And I mean, these here actually have a little weight to them, so these add up quick. But it's just crazy the way, you know, that little deal works out. But I have one of those, I have a bucket like this, like a cat litter bucket, and it's heaping. And when I last put on a scale, it was like 68 pounds. Just those. So I need to find a dummy to sit here with a hammer all day and just go without busting his hands up. So I know he's going to bust his hands up. So that's a good job for, I have to figure out what to pay him though. But anyway, back to this thing. So that's all of them on the side right there. All these here are all those things I just hit with the hammer. The Moffetts, and they're on both sides. Every board, as long as it's got a heat sink, it'll have those in it. So I only see one screw on this board. I don't want to come out. I'm good on this end, Alex. I haven't had any buffering at all tonight. Somebody else said they had buffering and they refreshed it and it was fine. Shannon, you just got to listen better. Turn that hearing aid up. You probably need a battery for that hearing aid. That's probably the problem. Huh? You need a hearing aid back here. Here, Shannon. Take a battery. You know? Yeah, take a couple of them so then you won't run out. Then you'll be able to hear. Jeez. So needy. You think it's loud there? You should be over here. You see when I really get going. I cannot get that screw to come out of there. Patience. Gotta have patience doing this work. See that? Got it out. Whole lot of banging going on. This ain't the NBA happy hour. I ain't gonna be singing. That's called making money when you hear that banging. When you don't hear the banging, that's not good. That ain't good. There you go, Chris. Should slide out of there now. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got one piece of little wire underneath here. So, there you go. And all this on this side is actually silver. All this solder and stuff. But I don't screw with that. All I do is cut these couple little wires. And I say this is just a power board, so this would be like actually like one of those boards, one of the brown ones. So this is only 14 cents a pound, but I'm gonna take the 3 copper chunks off, and probably, well, you know, all these moffets for the copper, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 IC chips, and the rest of this will just go in my shred pile. These actually have silver in them as well. The relay switches. But these here, you have to crack them open. Stab myself in the hand with that stupid prong. And what's inside these is another copper coil. Just had it open. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So what it is, that has another copper coil in, which is the copper is easy to get out of it. And then this piece here on the back side of it, if you bend it over, that little round deal right there, that's actually a silver contact, which, you know, people do take that silver off, but I don't mess with it. I could take it off, I could cut it, and like I could just take it, snip it off like that, and then take these here and just pile them up, you know, put them in a jar or whatever. And I could actually go on eBay and sell these. People actually buy them. I have a bunch in a jar over there, but I just don't mess with them. So there's another board to deal with. So now this here has a couple wires. So cut the wires off. I see people that scrap, and if they have a, I can never figure it out why they do it. You know, scrap, you want to get the most you can out of what you have. So this is just a power cord. You know, I pulled the brass prongs out of it. But if somebody was just called cord cutting, so they're driving around and all they want is cords. So this is the end that would be hooked, you know, into the appliance or whatever. So what they'll do, instead of going and cutting it right at the end, they always cut it like right here. So you're losing, and they're leaving this much this much wire on the appliance. So you're losing that much wire instead of cutting it off flush, which is, I don't know why they do it. I see tons of people do that. I cut everything I see as close as I can get it. Even like these little red wires on here, as close as I can get it. You know, and even when they're like way down in there, close as I can get it. The more you get, you know, the better off you are. So see, I got most of it off in a little itty bitty piece. But I don't know if they're just in a hurry or they just don't care. I don't know. One guy that I really do see doing a lot is one of the e-waste scrappers in Australia, e-waste Ben. He drives around the streets and picks up trash or you know, electronics and stuff, and he'll cut cords. And I see a lot of times he don't go all the way to the end. So I want to see what's under this little board here. It might be like an antenna or something. All right. So yeah, it must have been an antenna board because that was the bottom of it and that's the top of it. Oh, actually, you know what this was? These are lights, little LED lights. So what that was doing was it was lighting up the crunch. On the top, it would light it up blue. Yeah, Ben is. I've won a lot of stuff from pretty much three people: E-Waste Ben, Moose Scrapper, and E-Cycle Nation, who is in here, who is a really close friend of mine. I actually met him through YouTube, and me and him have become like almost brothers. And he only lives, you know, he don't live far from me either. So now the rest of this is, I can sell it for extruded aluminum, or FE aluminum, which I still don't know what the hell FE aluminum is. But this is all solid aluminum. So this thing here by itself, oh, I just got my scale up. Let me see what this weighs. So just this piece of aluminum is 5 pounds. And this is 35 cents a pound. And I actually got that, plus, you know, so, and I got this for free. So this is all profit, all this stuff on this one here. So when you get those amplifiers, well worth taking apart. I need to turn that furnace on, man. Yep. Can't be that cold outside. My furnace is on 65, I think. Or 63. I think 63. No, it's 38 here. So, in the dead of winter, my furnace don't go up past 65. You want to stay at my house, you better get a blanket or wear 3 coats. Y'all counting screws? There. They're all in this bucket if you want to count them. There's a lot of them in there. This is where the screws add up real quick. Chris, you ever take hard drives apart? Shannon's been screwed for so long. She don't know if she's coming or going. Come on, where you at? Shannon's like Mickey though. She has a thick skin. You definitely take it. I guess if I got the right bit, that would help. Can I borrow if you can't find my? I usually don't loan my screws out because they never find their way back home. And then when I need them, you know, I don't have them. It's nothing personal, Shannon. Oh, you just pile them up? I have a little over 5,800 of them. But these screws here are all, they're brass or stainless. I don't remember. So these screws here I usually put in a, you know, different bucket. To test them, all you have to do is put them on a grinder If they spark, they're stainless. If they don't spark, they're brass. Same thing with aluminum. If you have a piece of aluminum and you don't know what it is, like if this here was, you don't know if this was stainless or metal, but you know, it's magnetic, so it's metal. But there are stainless ones. Like this one here might be a stainless one. This just has that color. There's always a sticker under the screw underneath the sticker. So you gotta kind of center your bit. Or peel the sticker, whatever you want to do. Just go like that. There we go. This is a different size bit. Good God. But anyway. Go back to this one. I don't know why it's a different size, but it is. Alright, I'm missing one. That's too big. It ain't that one. Huh. Missing something. You can rival the height of Mount Everest behind Lake Shore. Most of it is right down here, Alex. But I have a storage unit that is ridiculous too. I can't put another thing in that. It's a 10 by 20. And it's loaded from the front to the back, side to side, top to bottom. And it's all towers. It's all computer towers. Nothing else. No laptops, just towers. Say, it just went in there. Jeez. Picky today. I try to, Alex. You know, I just get bored. And, you know, like I stopped doing this, and I can go upstairs and sit in my office and go on I can go on YouTube. I sit and watch Netflix for a while. I got a couple casino games online. I just get bored. Then I come down here. I can close this place up and come down here 2 hours later and work for another 4 or 5 hours. I lost my little thing. My little bit set. I don't know what I do with it. My daughter drives her crazy. She's always yelling at me. All you do is work. All you do is work. What else do I got to do? Single guy with nothing to do. So this is what I do. And I don't want to go work for nobody else. I did enough of that. I had my first job when I was 15. My dad gave me a bunch of shit. I told him at the time when I was 16 at the time. I had my job at 15. I worked for a juice company. And the ironic thing is the juice company is like 3 blocks over from where I live now. But I told him, you know, I said, I don't need to be here and I can leave. So he says, pack your stuff and go. So I packed my stuff. I said, I'll never come back here to live. And till the day he died, I didn't go back there to live. So I've always been pretty well independent. Let's see. Chris, all right, buddy. Hey, I appreciate the time, man. Like I said, check my email. Shoot me an email if you want that refiner's info. And I have no problem giving it to you. I'll let him know that I'm referring you. So he'll do a good job for you, when you're ready. So I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Who knows? But I appreciate it, buddy. Glad I helped you out a little bit. Have a good night. Kevin Sturgis. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Smelly Nelly. My butt makes noises. Lord. So does mine. You sound like a proud person. But I would advertise too, I guess. My nationality, Alex, I am Irish. Irish. Murphy. Last name's Murphy. I am Irish with a little touch of asshole. You got it, Chris. You have a good night, buddy. I'm probably more asshole than Irish, though. But that's okay. I'm good with it. I should be Italian because I love Italian food. I like Polish food, too. Like I said, Alex, I lived over there on the East Coast when I was born and raised over there. Not a place I want to go back, though, I'll tell you that. Got no interest. This had a hard drive in it. The hard drive ain't in it no more. Oh well. That's why I like the DVR players. They have a hard drive in them. Look at my bag of plugs. Yeah, I got a pile of stuff here. Jeez. Well, you know, Shannon. Keep surfing through YouTube. You'll find a few screws. That's for sure. That's for sure. I ain't sharing my screws. I refuse. I might need them screws. All right. What's stopping us here? Anything? Something? Oh. That's it. Ooh, that thing stinks. Man. Got like a chemical smell. Ooh. Interesting. That's all right. I can still scrap it. Take apart that stove. Take apart that clock that don't work above your stove. Then you'll be doing something. I'll even be impressed. All right. I'm going to do this laptop that I just found, and I think I'll call it a night. I'll grab something to eat, maybe. That is aluminum. And we got some memory. Thought I got all the laptops, but I didn't. There was such a pile of stuff back there that who knows what's back there. Jimmy Hoffa might be back there. One never knows. Wi-Fi card. That's a good Wi-Fi card. All that gold on there. And cut these little ends off. Cut that little end off. Ooh, almost got my finger on that one. Put the hard drive out of here. You need the industrial size batteries. Shannon. You're a dirty girl. Dirty girl, Shannon. When are you going to go live again, Shannon? I want to know. Sometimes you feel like a nut. All the time you feel like a nut. There you go. So this is stainless steel. Take that little piece of plastic off of here. Screwed in there. Take that off later. And take this board off. What time tomorrow? How is that? I got 5 computers. I'll find you. They're all up and running. I got 3 of them running playlists for people. Trying to help them out to watch hours. Logic board. Get that little piece off of there. And then just take this little piece of gold off of here. And get it to pop up. Here we go. So I got that little piece of gold off that hard drive, which goes into this jar with the rest of them. Running NBA, yeah, that's what I'm doing. He wants to get his hours. But he said his dashboard says one number and his analytics says another number. I checked mine just to see, and mine are both the same. So I don't know why his is different like that. Don't know. But if I can help him get there, I'm going to help him get there. I know I better get my mug done. I had to crack him in the head with it. After I crack Mickey with it. Oh. I don't know how these. This is actually a battery. Battery number 1. Battery number 2. I have years to go before I get my hours. But I mean, if you want to do it, I appreciate it. I'm not really pushing it. I know some people have been running it though. I have one on there. You know, I guess when you watch certain videos, for some reason it adds to your playlist. I have one playlist that has like 3,000 things on it. So, but yeah, I mean, if you want to do it, I appreciate it. If not, then I'm going to say, why don't you want to help somebody out? No, I'm going to kid. But, all right. Shannon wants to go get some beauty rest. Thank God. I don't know if it'll work. Probably not. But if she wants to give it a shot, you know, I'm not going to condemn her for it. Wish her the best on that. But, yeah, I've been at about 2 hours, 5 minutes. So I'm probably going to wrap it up for tonight. It's 12:17 here. I did, when Robert Banks needed his, I ran his on one computer. I ran NBA's on another, and somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but I had like 3 of them running like all night. All right, Alex, thanks for stopping in, buddy. I greatly appreciate it, and I appreciate you giving me some hours too, Alex. That's awesome. So I'm gonna shut it down, guys. I appreciate y'all being here, hanging out with me. Shannon live streams tomorrow. Hopefully I'll catch it because she didn't give me a time. Because she's rude like that. But I cut my hand through my glove. See it right there? Oh, yeah. Now I got to take a day off. Yeah, right. Cruiser Mac, you have a good night, buddy. Appreciate you stopping in, hanging out. Like I said, I will catch you guys probably tomorrow. I'll find something else to tear apart. I got plenty to do. So you guys all have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, guys.